Don't touch my hair.
All right, so the biggest story around the world seems to be Jay Z being attacked in the elevator by Beyonce's sister Solange. It's leading on all the newscasts. Of course, it's a hot topic.
The night Solange discovered how dangerous Jay Z and Beyonce really are was the moment everything changed.
Yes, she almost kicked him in his area, but he caught it.
From being a proud sister to fiercely protective, Solange went from calm to combat in that now infamous 2014 elevator fight.
Well, it's my soulmate, it's the person I love, you know, and you can be in love with someone, you can love someone and if you haven't experienced love and you don't understand it and you don't have the tools to move forward, then you're gonna have complications.
No one asked why Solange risked everything to confront her billionaire brother-in-law. From shady Met Gala whispers to Solange being erased from the family brand, the story runs deeper than a viral video. Let's delve in. Now, let's talk about something many people still remember: the famous elevator fight between Solange and Jay Z.
So the biggest story around the world seems to be Jay Z being attacked in the elevator by Beyonce's sister Solange. It's leading on all the newscasts. Of course, it's a hot topic.
This happened in 2014, after the Met Gala party. Solange, who is Beyonce's younger sister, was seen on video attacking Jay Z inside an elevator. She kicked and hit him while a security guard tried to hold her back. It was very intense. At one point, Beyonce stood in the middle, looking calm, almost like she was trying to stop things from getting worse.
Yes, she is kicking his behind, and the security guard's trying to hold her back. Yes, she almost kicked him in his area, but he caught it.
The video was leaked and shocked everyone. Why would Solange attack her brother-in-law like that? Many people began to think that Jay Z had done something wrong to Beyonce, maybe even cheated on her. That elevator ride went from calm to crazy in just a few seconds, and people couldn't stop talking about it.
This was at, as you might know by now, the after party to the Met Gala. It was at a place here in Manhattan called the Standard Hotel.
After the video came out, about 10 days later, Jay Z, Beyonce, and Solange released a statement together. They said, "There's been a lot of talk about what happened, but the most important thing is that our family has worked through it." They also said Jay Z and Solange both took some blame. They admitted they had a fight and had since apologized to each other. The family said they had moved on and were stronger. They also said that the stories about Solange being drunk or acting crazy were not true. "Families have problems," they said, "and we are no different. We love each other, and we want to put this behind us." While it was nice to see them acting united, many people still had questions. It was clear something serious had happened, and fans weren't ready to forget it so easily. People kept guessing what really made Solange so angry. Some reports said she was upset about something earlier that night. At the Met Gala after party, she was said to have argued with fashion designer Rachel Roy. Rachel used to be married to Damon Dash, who was once Jay Z's business partner. There were rumors that Jay Z and Rachel were acting too friendly at the party. This might have made Solange angry. Other people said that Jay Z said something rude to Solange or Beyonce, which made Solange snap. Nobody knows the full story, but it seems clear that Solange was trying to protect her sister from something or someone.
Yes, she almost kicked him in his area, but he caught it.
Some people believe Solange was trying to free Beyonce from Jay Z's control. Insiders say that Solange was so upset with Jay Z that she even threatened to tell his secrets unless he left Beyonce alone. Solange has always been known to stand up for her sister, no matter what. She has never been afraid to speak her mind or fight for what she believes is right. Her actions in the elevator showed that she wasn't going to sit quietly while someone hurt her sister. There's even a story about Solange catching Jay Z talking to another woman. This woman's name is Olivia McFaller. She is a model and one of the few women who admitted Jay Z tried to talk to her while he was with Beyonce. Olivia said she never did anything wrong with Jay Z, But some people still don't believe her. They think she's just trying to protect herself from Beyoncé's fans, known as the Bayhive, who are very loyal and can be very harsh. Olivia said that Jay Z first tried to get her number through his bodyguard. She said no. But then, a few weeks later, they ran into each other again at a restaurant called Nobu in Miami. This time, they were both with friends. Olivia said they went to a private corner to talk and exchanged phone numbers. But once again, Solange found out. In an interview, Olivia said she had the chance to mess with Jay Z, but didn't, because she respected Beyoncé. She explained that when Jay Z first tried to talk to her, she walked away. But he later sent his guard over to ask for her number again. Olivia refused because she didn't want to be one of those girls. She said she always wondered what would have happened if she had said yes. It's clear that Solange has always stood by Beyoncé's side. She seems to believe Jay Z tries to control Beyoncé too much. Some sources say Solange had enough and told Jay Z she would tell everyone what he was really like if he didn't change his ways. She was tired of seeing her sister being controlled or hurt. A couple of years after the elevator fight, Beyoncé released her powerful album Lemonade in 2016. This album made everyone talk again. In the songs Hold Up,
Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you.
and Sorry,
Middle fingers up, put 'em hands high. Wave it in his
Beyoncé sings about being hurt and cheated on. In Sorry, she says, "He only wants me when I'm not there. He better call Becky with the good hair." That line became super famous. Fans went crazy trying to figure out who Becky with the good hair was. Some thought it was Rachel Roy. Others had different guesses, but many now believe that Becky was just a name to represent any woman Jay Z might have cheated with, not one person.
there. You better call Becky with the good hair.
This album made it clear that Beyoncé and Jay Z's marriage was not perfect. Fans had already started to feel that something was off after the elevator video. Lemonade just added more proof. The album told a story of a woman hurt by someone she loves, trying to find peace, trying to forgive, and trying to heal. Many believed that woman was Beyoncé and the person who hurt her was Jay Z. Then, in 2017, Jay Z finally told the truth. He admitted that he had cheated on Beyoncé. In an interview, he said that the hardest part was seeing the pain he caused her. He said, "The hardest thing is seeing pain on someone's face that you caused and then have to deal with yourself." Jay Z also said they thought about breaking up, but they decided to stay together and fix their marriage.
Well, it's my soulmate, it's the person I love, and you can be in love with someone, you can love someone and if you haven't experienced love and you don't understand it and you don't have the tools to move forward, then you're gonna have complications.
They wanted to protect their family and raise their kids in a loving home, even though it was hard. They chose to fight for each other instead of walking away.
And if you can either address it or you can pretend until it blows up at some point. And for us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
Even though they stayed together, many people were shocked that Jay Z would cheat on someone like Beyoncé. She's talented, beautiful, and strong. But Jay Z still betrayed her. Some say this is a red flag and proves that he's not the good guy he tries to look like. Jay Z and Beyoncé work hard to control how people see them. They don't share much about their private life. When they do, it's often planned and very polished. They want people to see them as a power couple, strong, rich, famous, and in love. But the truth is more complicated. Behind the scenes, it seems like their marriage has had many problems. It's not just about cheating. Some sources say Jay Z treats other women badly too, especially women who work in the music or fashion industry. He's been linked to different women over the years, and not all those stories have happy endings. And then there's Kanye West. Jay Z and Kanye were once close friends. Beyoncé and Kanye's wife at the time, Kim Kardashian, were also seen together sometimes. People thought the two couples were tight, but over time, their friendship started to fall apart. Today, it's said that Jay Z and Kanye don't even speak to each other anymore. Despite that, Kanye hasn't stopped talking. He often shares his opinions, even if they make people uncomfortable. He has even made comments that hint at his issues with Jay Z and Beyoncé. So what does all this mean? Well, it shows that even the most famous couples have problems. Jay Z and Beyoncé are not perfect. They've had serious fights, cheating, trust issues, and drama with family and friends. What happened in that elevator in 2014 was just the beginning. It showed the world that their relationship had cracks. And as time went on, more and more of the truth came out.
We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
After the elevator incident with Jay Z in 2014, Solange Knowles didn't run to the media or explain herself in interviews. She didn't chase fame or try to sell products. Instead, she went deeper into her art. She didn't shout or argue. She let her music and creativity do the talking. For Solange, art became her voice, her strength, and her way of dealing with the world. While other people were trying to build businesses or become celebrities, Solange chose to speak through her songs, her style, and her performances. Her art was full of emotion and truth. It was how she fought back, how she healed, and how she connected with others. In 2016, Solange released an album called A Seat at the Table.
Fall in your ways so you can grow.
This album was very special to her. It was not just music, it was her life, her feelings, and her message. Solange used this album to tell her story as a Black woman in America. She didn't make music just to entertain people. She made it to make them think and feel. She sang about pain, pride, and personal struggles. The songs were soft and slow, but they had strong meaning. People could feel her emotions in every word. The album helped many people feel seen and understood, especially Black women who face many challenges. One of the most powerful songs on the album was Don't Touch My Hair.
Don't touch my hair.
This song was about how important Black hair is to Black people. Hair is not just hair. It is a part of identity, history, and pride. Many Black women get upset when others touch their hair without asking. It feels like a lack of respect. Solange used this song to say, "My hair is mine. My culture is mine. Respect it." The message was clear and strong. It wasn't just about hair. It was about how Black people deserve respect, space, and freedom to express themselves without being judged or touched. Another important song from the album was Cranes in the Sky. In this song, Solange talked about sadness and how hard it is to escape from it. She sang about trying many things to feel better, like drinking wine, buying new clothes, staying busy, but none of it worked. The sadness stayed. This song touched many people who have felt the same way. It showed that even when we try to hide pain or distract ourselves, it doesn't just go away. Solange was brave to share these feelings. She helped others see that it's okay to feel sad sometimes, and that they are not alone. When this album came out, some fans believed it was about her family, especially her sister Beyoncé and Jay Z. Some lyrics seemed to hint at tension or past hurt. People thought maybe Solange was talking about what happened in private. But Solange said the album wasn't about any one person. She said it was about her journey, her thoughts, and her experiences. Even though she denied the family connection, many fans still believed the songs were speaking about things that happened behind closed doors. They felt like Solange was telling her side of the story through her music. A Seat at the Table wasn't just about problems, it was also about power and hope. Solange wanted people, especially Black women, to feel proud of who they are. She wanted them to know their voice matters. The songs talked about being strong even when life is hard. Solange showed that Black people have been through a lot, but they keep standing tall. Her music gave listeners strength. She reminded them they have a place in the world and that their lives are important. Her songs gave comfort, and courage to many people who had been made to feel small.
Now, she calls it a confessional autobiography and meditation on being Black in America.
The album became a big success. It won awards and got a lot of love from fans and critics. People said it was different from most pop music. It wasn't about fun or fame. It was about real life. Solange was not just Beyoncé's younger sister anymore. She was her own person, with her own voice. Her music was deep and beautiful. It didn't need flashy videos or big shows to shine. It spoke directly to the heart. People respected her honesty and her art. She proved that you can be powerful without being loud. In 2019, Solange released another album called When I Get Home.
I saw things I imagined. I saw.
This album was very different from what most people were used to hearing. It was soft, slow, and peaceful. It didn't have hit songs or catchy hooks. Instead, it felt like a quiet trip through her mind and spirit. She didn't try to make music that would top the charts. She made music that felt true to her. Some people didn't understand it. Some music critics ignored it or didn't praise it, like they praised Jay Z's business deals. But Solange didn't care about that. She wasn't trying to win over the world. She was just being herself. Solange also didn't do big concerts like other stars. She didn't tour stadiums or sell expensive tickets. Instead, she performed in museums and special art spaces. These performances were beautiful and creative. They were made to celebrate Black culture, especially in the South. Solange created shows that felt like a mix of music, dance, and art. She wanted to show the beauty of Southern Black life. She didn't start a perfume brand or a fashion line. She created art that mattered to her and honored her roots. While her brother-in-law Jay Z became a billionaire by working with big companies and growing his brand, Solange took a different path. She didn't care about money or fame. She didn't want to be a part of the system that had hurt people like her. She used her art to question that system. She showed that not everyone needs to follow the same road. Some people find power in standing apart and doing things their own way.
About the album, that she doesn't believe that protest is just marching in the street. That protest can also be creation.
Now, let's change gears and talk about the controversies. One issue Solange faced was when she went to a Kraftwerk concert in New Orleans in 2016 with her son. She wanted to have a fun family night, enjoying music and spending time together. But things took a bad turn when a group of white women started yelling at her. They told her to sit down. Even though many other people were standing and dancing, Solange felt she was being treated differently because she was Black. Things got worse when the women threw half-eaten limes at her and her son. This was shocking and disrespectful. Solange's husband, Ferguson, asked them if they had thrown the limes. One woman quickly said she wasn't the one who yelled at Solange. This made Solange wonder if they had said even worse things that she didn't hear. She felt deeply uncomfortable and unwelcome in that space. After the concert, Solange shared her experience on Twitter. She spoke about how Black people often feel out of place in mostly white spaces. She explained that it wasn't just about being told to sit down. It was about feeling like she didn't belong, like she wasn't welcome in that environment. Many people supported her and shared similar experiences, especially women of color who knew what it felt like to be treated unfairly. Solange later wrote a blog post to explain her feelings. She said that she never called the women racist, but people kept putting those words in her mouth. What she did say was that Black people often feel uncomfortable in white spaces, and she still believed that. She felt that many people don't understand the daily struggles that Black individuals go through in such situations. Solange has always been open about her struggles with mental health. In the past, she talked about having panic attacks while working on her music. She felt anxious and sometimes overwhelmed. Now, she is speaking out about her physical health problems too. Recently, Solange shared that she was diagnosed with several medical conditions in 2018. She responded to a post by musician Sean Ross, who talked about his health struggles with a condition called POTS. Solange commented on his post, saying that she also has POTS, as well as two other illnesses, Sjogren's syndrome and mast cell activation syndrome, MCAS. POTS is a condition that affects the body's automatic functions, like heart rate and blood pressure. People with POTS often feel dizzy, weak, or have a fast heartbeat when they stand up. Sjogren's syndrome is an immune system disorder that causes dry eyes and a dry mouth. MCAS makes the body release too many chemicals, which can cause problems in different parts of the body, like the skin, stomach, heart, and lungs. Solange said that these conditions can be confusing and lonely. She understands how hard it is for people dealing with them. She said she doesn't want her health problems to define who she is. She also gave support to others who are struggling with similar issues.